Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to Against the Public for May 11th. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that once again with 3 free Major League Baseball plays for Saturday. Crushed it again on Friday, and hopefully we'll do that again on Saturday. Congratulations to everybody who tailed the free plays. After the show, I will have my NBA, Major League Baseball, and NHL single games locked and loaded on Pickdawgz.com. And of course, we will also have an NBA and Major League Baseball 3-pack, so you can get each one of those for $49.99. And of course, as always, they come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, there's only one way to get every single one of my plays, whether it's Major League Baseball, the NBA, NHL, every play sent to you directly for one low price, and that's to become an all-access member. And you can do so for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or best yet, jump on an all-access pass over the next 365 days for just $3.56 a day. That carries you all the way through football season next year. And, guys, you remember what we did in football. Right now, I'm just building bankroll for another football season. So make sure you join me starting tomorrow. And if you have been joining me and you have been an all-access member, you know over the last week, 56% overall winners. In fact, in Major League Baseball, absolutely scorching hot. 70% winners over the last 7 days. That's number one in that span. 58.4% winners over the last 30 days. So consistent winners over the last month and certainly heating up over the last week. So make sure that you join me. Those numbers, by the way, are heading into Friday. So if you go into Pick Dawgz account, for better or worse, depending on how we do on Friday night, numbers might be a little off one way or the other, but that's what the numbers were heading into Friday night. So let's get to our free plays for Saturday. Start things off, 4:05 Eastern Time, 9:01, 9:02. Chicago Cubs minus $1.15, 7.5 under, minus 20 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Justin Steele against Paul Skeens. The excitement for Paul Skeens definitely here. The era is going to start, and all eyes are going to be on Mr. Skeens, but bettors are not feeling it so far. We see 64% of the early money coming in on Chicago, and to me, that's smart. That is, don't get caught up in the Paul Skeens hoopla that's going to surround him tomorrow, even though he's a tremendous talent. This is a smart wager because no matter how good Paul Skeens is, he likely is not going to pitch past the 5th inning, maybe the 6th inning if he's incredibly efficient. But at Indianapolis, the 21-year-old pitched just 6 innings once, and an incredible efficient outing against Buffalo. And really, he probably would have been in 5 innings in that game if it was kind of a normal thing. But he was so good in that game that they let him go another inning. So look for Paul Skeens at the very best tomorrow to be out there 5 innings, maybe even 4 innings, and they are really protecting him, making sure that he doesn't overexert his arm. To me, though, the Pirates have an edge in bullpen, that's for sure, when Skeens is out of the game, but I think Steele is going to be able to carry the Cubs deep into the game. I don't think they're going to have to dip into their bullpen as early as Pittsburgh. This is a Pirate team that just continues to put up crooked numbers, and I haven't asked the question, and I will, because I kind of pick and choose when I ask questions like this. But listen, Rowdy Tellez is getting booed off the field. I know last night they made some blunders at home plate. There's a lot about this team that I don't know if that clubhouse is great right now, and that's one of my concerns when I'm putting my money behind a team. Is that clubhouse great? And they have some good pieces in Pittsburgh, no doubt about it. But when a guy like Jared Jones, who pitched his heart out last night against the Chicago Cubs, still got the loss, is because his team couldn't get the big hits. That's after time that does weigh on him, and I'm interested to see what the morale is in that clubhouse. Although You look at that starting pitcher and when pitching, and when Marco Gonzalez comes back, boy, they got a really good starting five. Unfortunately, I don't know how many runs they're going to be able to score for any of them. So we're going to take Chicago minus $1.15. 4:10 Eastern Time, 9:15, 9:16. New York Yankees on the road minus $1.25. 8 over minus 15 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Nestor Cortez against Zach Littell. Clark Schmidt was fantastic yesterday for the Yankees, and we told you that he would be. We thought he would go deep in his game. We thought he would handcuff Tampa Bay. He did all of that. Got ourselves a winner there. I think we're going to come back and do the same thing with Nestor Cortez. He faces his old minor league teammate in Zach Littell, and the Yankees have won 6 of the last 7 games, 5 of the last 8 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Cortez comes in averaging 6 innings of work in his last 8 starts. He's given up less than a hit an inning and has done an exceptional job of keeping the walks to a minimum. That is, you could pitch as well as Cortez has, but have walk base on ball issues, and really your numbers get skewed. But he's done a very good job of keeping runners off base this year. Early wagering is overwhelmingly on Tampa Bay. So my advice to you is wait a little bit, see if we can get a better number with the New York Yankees in this one. But ultimately, I'm going to have my money behind the New York Yankees minus $1.25. And then finally, 6:10 Eastern Time, 9:17, 9:18, Houston Astros against the Detroit Tigers. Tigers minus $1.35, 7 over minus 15. Christian Javier against Tarek Skubal. Most of the time, when I can get Skubal at a good price, and I think this is a decent price here, a little bit more than I want to lay, but most of the time when I can get him at a good price, I'm going to put my money behind him. Skubal is 4-0 this year. He's got a 1.90 ERA, 53 Ks, and 42 2/3 innings. And of course, he's coming off his best outing against the New York Yankees, where he struck out 12 Yankees in 6 innings. Over his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 1.48, and as really in 7 outings, I think most people would agree he's had just 1 bad outing. That's good enough for me. Christian Javier has fantastic numbers as well, but only the Rockies and the Marlins have lost more money against the money line this year for bettors. I can't put my money behind them and then cross my fingers that today, all of a sudden, the Houston Astros are going to be different. I've bet them a couple times. I've got burned a couple times. And right now, to me, Houston just is what the record says they are. So I'm going to take Detroit minus $1.35. So that does it for today's free plays. Go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including a season pass in Major League Baseball. Guys, we've been crushing baseball this year, so make sure you get involved with that. You can get an all-access pass that will give you every one of my plays that I release on Saturday for one low price as well. So let's get to our Saturday recap. Chicago Cubs minus $1.10. New York Yankees minus $1.25. And the Detroit Tigers minus $1.35. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch. Hit the like and subscribe button. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Saturday.